Yo, how's it going, everybody? First, I just want to say welcome to the channel. I'm the Grass Ninja, and today we're gonna be going over some Boruto, Naruto, Next Generations, predictions, and theories, which will include information from the anime, manga, and even the light novels. And with that being said, we're gonna hop right into the video in 3, 2, 1, let go. Yo, welcome to the channel. I'm the Grass Ninja, and today we're going to be talking about some Boruto, Naruto, Next Generations. More specifically, Kawaki'S future and his ninjutsu training, alright? So, it's obvious to everyone that Kawaki is abnormally strong, thanks to the modifications done by Amado on his body, right? As well as the fact that he possessed the Karma Seal, which, thanks to Kash and Koji, is no longer on Kawaki's body, but it still managed to modify his body to the point where he's 80% Osutsuki, right? And with that being said, I feel like it's an appropriate time to discuss Kawaki's ninjutsu training that we can assume will take place sometime after manga chapter 56. And now that Team 7 can no longer take on missions, Boruto declares that it's time for them to train so that they can become stronger and help prevent threats from harming the village, right? Alright, so yeah. With that being said, right, Boruto declares that it's time to train, and this kind of makes me wonder, like, if they're all going to be training, if Boruto goes on a training arc, Sarada and Mitsuki, they go on little training arcs, Kawaki's also going to go on a training arc, which, kind of begs the question, like, what kind of training will Kawaki undergo, right? And before we even jump into that, I want to talk about what skills Kawaki already possesses, right? So, when we've seen Kawaki show talent for chakra control, basic chakra nature transformations, and even just basic deception, right? So it would make sense for Kawaki to just improve on these skills that he already has before he goes on to try and master new ones. Alright, so Kawaki's chakra control, and how do we know Kawaki has good chakra control, right? So back during the portion of the manga where Boruto, Naruto, and Kawaki were discussing the abilities of karma and what it grants the user, Naruto took the time to explain how ninjutsu and chakra works to Kawaki. And during this, Naruto instructs Kawaki to try the tree climbing exercise, which Kawaki excels at, which is interesting because when Kakashi showed this same exercise to Naruto and Sasuke, they did extremely poorly at it. So that just shows that he's talented with chakra nature or chakra control, right? And with that out of the way, we're going to move to the chakra nature transformations, and how do we even know he can perform, or how do we even know Kawaki can perform chakra nature transformations, right? So if we look at the manga again, during the battle of Ishiki, we've seen Kawaki struggle to escape from Ishiki's grasp by performing a fire style jutsu, which is interesting because this shows that not only was Naruto training with Kawaki, but Kawaki has been training off screen, and it just shows how talented he is because his sensei Naruto doesn't even specialize in fire nature transformations. And as far as we can tell, Naruto hasn't even trained Kawaki in chakra nature transformations to begin with. He's kept him on a basic level. And then we're going to jump into Kawaki's deception skills, right? So arguably, deception is a ninja's most valuable asset, and Kawaki's learned this lesson from the most skilled deceiver, Hokage Naruto, right? The #1 unpredictable knucklehead ninja of the Leaf Village. Kawaki was able to successfully deceive Ishiki, who is by far the strongest opponent in the entire verse. However, all power isn't going to do the job when you're dealing with an intelligent shinobi, which Kawaki has proven to be by not only fooling Ishiki, but it even surprised Naruto and Sasuke with his bait and switch shadow clone technique, right? Now, if we jump into the training that I think Kawaki's going to undergo, it's obviously going to be training that's going to improve these three things that we just talked about. So now that like Kawaki and Boruto are going to focus on training, it's safe to assume they'll be looking for someone to supervise their training. And with Naruto arguably busier than ever before, this begs the question of who is going to train with Kawaki, right? And in my opinion, if Naruto is too busy to resume Kawaki's training, then there are only two shinobi who I believe can help Kawaki train, and they are Uchiha Sasuke and Kashin Koji. Excuse me. Okay, so to start off with this, I'm going to explain like why Sasuke's possible, or I'm going to explain Sasuke's possible role in training both Boruto and Kawaki, alright? So, like, it's a good idea to have Sasuke train the two, because it'll give us viewers a chance to see the state of Boruto and Sasuke's relationship after the events of manga chapter 55, and it's going to give us a chance to see how Boruto's dealing with his guilt for taking Sasuke's eye, right, for harming his sensei. On top of that, for Kawaki's sake, Sasuke has perfect chakra control, and as an Uchiha, he's an expert fire release user, right? Two things that Kawaki has shown skills for, making Sasuke a potential sensei, a great potential sensei for Kawaki. Okay, now, why Kashin Koji is potentially a great fit for Kawaki as a sensei. So, if Kashin Koji does train Kawaki, it would be a good reason to, this would like, you know, Koji training Kawaki, it would just be a good reason to bring Koji back into the story overall, so we can see what happened to him after Ishiki crushed him, like literally crushed him with like 2 pillars, right? So, you know, depending on the state of Koji's health and how, you know, his physical health and his mental health, because how Amado left him to die, it's possible that he refuses, like, you know, any assistance from Amado, because, you know, like, if Amado wishes to, like, you know, provide care, and he's like, I can repair your arms and legs, it's possible Koji turns all that shit down because he feels betrayed and wants nothing to do with Amado. But, you know, with that being said, injuries alone shouldn't stop Koji from being able to train Kawaki in chakra control exercises, which could parallel Jiraiya doing the same thing with Naruto in part 1 when they trained at the hot springs with the water walking techniques, which also helps you practice your chakra control. Okay, and it's totally it's you know, it's debatable that Koji has better chakra control than Jiraiya, due to the fact that Koji possesses the perfect sage mode, which means he's better. He does a better job at mixing his chakra with the Senjutsu chakra, which to me just sounds like he has better control and management of his chakra. As well as the fact that Koji possesses like a ton of different fire style jutsu, which he displayed in his battle with Jigen/Ishiki, proving that he has knowledge to share on the topic, and he could improve Kawaki's fire style arsenal, right? Also, Koji was able to deceive all of the Kara members with the help of Amado into thinking that he was an ally, and he deceived them for long enough that he could wait for the perfect opportunity to strike in order to save to strike Jigen, so he could save Kawaki from karma and take down Jigen at the same time, showing that he had plenty of potential. Showing that he has plenty of potential to improve Kawaki's already impressive skill set, right? So, Kashin Koji, he's got arguably better chakra control than Jiraiya. He's got a plethora of fire style ninjutsu, and on top of that, he was a spy who deceived all the inner members of Kara into thinking he was an ally so that he could take down their leader. So with all that out of the way, who do you think is going to be a better sensei, a better fit for Kawaki? And what do you think is going to happen in the future, now that Boruto and Team 7 are stuck in the village and that they're just going to be training, do you think we're going to get some of the information from, like, the light novels? Do you think Koji's going to come back at all? Because, like, I feel like the direction the manga is going, they're going to completely forget about the Kosh and Koji stuff, and they're just going to jump into these new characters that they're trying to introduce, which I'm not a big fan of, but hey, it is what it is. It's still Naruto at the end of the day. I'm still enjoying the series. I'd be just as happy if Sasuke ends up training Kawaki and Boruto together at the same time, but it would be cool to see a time skip happen, and we found out that Kawaki, the kid that's more like Naruto, went off to train with the revived, Jiraiya. So, yeah, give me your opinions in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon for notifications. Follow me on social media. Share your thoughts. If you have any ideas for future topics, let me know. But yeah, with all that shit out of the way, I'm the Grass Ninja, and I'm out.